Alright, so I'm going to be singing some church hymns/anthems. Once again, I don't claim any rights to any of these songs. I did not write them. I am only singing them because we're going to be singing them in church at some point. So don't come after me because I'm not claiming any rights. Okay, now that that's out of the way. So this Sunday, we're singing How Firm a Foundation by Paul E. Koch. Let's see, I pronounced that right. So I just sang through all of these, and now I'm going to do it again. Okay. So this is the one we're singing Sunday. Also, I'm not a professional singer. Constructive criticism is welcomed, obviously, if it's not rudely delivered. Other than that, goodbye. Anyways, all right. How Firm a Foundation. This is a horrible angle because you're getting my chin. How firm a foundation, ye saints of the Lord, is laid for your faith in his excellent word. What more can he say than to you he hath said? To you who for refuge to Jesus have fled. Piano, well, organ, whatever. Fear not, I am with thee, or be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will still give thee aid. I'll strengthen thee, help thee, and cause thee to stand, upheld by my righteous omnipotent hand. When through the deep waters I call thee to go, the rivers of sorrow shall not overflow, for I will be near thee, thy troubles to bless, and sanctify to thee thy deepest distress. I know some of these notes are wrong, so I don't need anybody to tell me that. This is the part that's funky and I like it, but it's not going to sound like that because the piano's not playing, because I don't have a piano. Okay. The soul that on Jesus hath leaned for repose, I will not desert to his foes. That soul, though hell should endeavor to shake, I'll never, no, never, no, never, no, never forsake. However long he wants to hold that. It's taking me so long to do that little hoo-hoo without fucking like that, without screwing it up somehow. So I'm happy that that's still turning out good. It means I did something right. All right. Now, this one is not for a couple Sundays, I don't think. Couple Sundays is more accurate. Unto Thee, O Lord, by Robert J. Powell. This one's weird. A couple of them are weird. Bear with me. It makes much more sense with the organ playing along. Unto Thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. Oh my God, I trust in Thee. Let me not be ashamed. Show me Thy ways, O Lord. Teach me Thy paths. Lead me in Thy truth and teach me. For Thou art the God of my salvation. It's a lot of jumping around. On Thee do I wait all the day. Remember, O Lord, Thy tender mercies and Thy loving kindnesses, for they have been ever of old. That is the song. That's it. A little organ and then done. It's weird. It's different. Not weird. It's different. Unique. Unexpected. Oh, I'm tired. Okay. This next one is Create in Me a Clean Heart, O God, by Carl F. Mueller. Carl F. Mueller. I'm guessing that's how you say that. Hopefully I got it right. Starts out slow, so bear with me because I'll just go ahead and sing the guy's part, I guess. La la la, organ intro. Create in me a clean heart, oh God. This is the men's part. It's echoing. And renew thy spirit within me. Spirit within me. This part I don't have down yet. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, unto me of thy salvation, restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit, thy free spirit. Then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. Create in me a clean heart, O God. So that's the song. It's pretty cool. Don't come after me for the lyrics, please. This is just what we're singing. It's not like I agree with every single lyric in every single one of these anthems. So, don't hold it against me. Well, that's that one. I'm skipping that one, and I'll come back to it, because and we haven't practiced that one yet. The one we haven't practiced yet, What Shall I Render to My God, by A.C. Lovelace. That's an interesting last name. Never heard of it before. I wonder if that's how you pronounce it, or if it's like Lovelace or something like that, or Lovelace, I don't know. Lovelace sounds better. We haven't done that one yet, so I'm not going to attempt it, because this got some crazy stuff going on. This one, O Sacred Head, Sore Wounded. Interesting title. Where's the... Oh. Well, it doesn't have the composer or whatnot. But it's number 250, if that helps. Alright. So, the men's, solo, but crossed out line 1. I don't know why I'm explaining this. Does not matter to you. The men start, and then we come in over here. Thou diest, hide not so far thy grace. Show me your love most highest, the brightness of thy face. That part has got me. And then the solo, blah, 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 and then all of them. What language shall I borrow to thank thee, dearest friend, for this thy dying sorrow, thy pity without end. Oh, make me thine forever, live my life for thee, for thee, for thee. Every time, all of us mess up that one last note. The one last note. I'm dog sitting. The one for thee, for thee, for love for thee. I keep wanting to go a note lower, because that's how it was earlier, you know. For thee. I'll live my life for thee. Cross that bridge when I get to it. Alright, now we'll go to the one that I didn't want to say, because it's also unique, unexpected. So, the majesty and glory of your name. Words by Linda Lee Johnson. Music by Tom Fetka. Orchestrated by Michael Lawrence. That one gave all the names. Okay. Fetka. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry. Excuse me. And please don't bother pointing out wrong notes unless you're going to tell me ways to fix them. Because I already know what's wrong. I don't need anybody to tell me what's wrong. I need advice for how to not do it wrong. I'm just saying. Okay. Intro, la la la. When I gaze into the night skies and see the work of your fingers, the moon and stars suspended in space. Told you this is kind of weird. Oh, what is man that you are mindful of him? You have given man a crown of glory and honor, and have made him a little lower than the angels. You have put him in charge of all creation, the beasts, the birds of the air. I think I started too low. Let me find that note. Hold on, sorry. The birds of the air. That sounds better. And birds of the air, fish of the sea. But what is man? Oh, what is man that you are mindful of him? Oh Lord our God, the majesty and glory of your name transcends the earth and fills the heavens. Oh Lord our God, little children praise you perfectly, and so would we, and so would we. Alleluia, alleluia. The majesty and glory of your name. These notes don't sound really well, but it's okay. Alleluia. Oh, it's connected. Alleluia, alleluia. The majesty and glory of your name. Alleluia, 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 alleluia. I'm surprised I can even hit that note and hold it. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. until the end. We have to hold some notes in here that I'm like, oh my God. So breathing techniques will be good advice. Not the fact that half of those notes were probably not in tune. And I'll give you a hint as to why. I don't have pitch perfect ear thing. I can tell when it's not in tune, but that doesn't mean I can fix it on my own. If I had the organ accompaniment, just like in the movie, accompaniment, sure. Now I'm flashing back to Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Accompaniment, whatever. The organ and the other parts, I would be able to hear where the notes are supposed to lie, right? But I'm trying to do this, well, I am doing this without all of that, so it's more difficult. I'm doing my best, is what I'm trying to say. And I have a lot of drainage, like always. How firm a foundation, Polly Koch. Again. How firm a foundation, ye saints of the Lord, is laid for your faith in his excellent word. What more can he say than to you he hath said? To you for refuge to Jesus have fled. Fear not, I am with thee, oh, be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will still give thee aid, I'll strengthen thee, help thee, and cause thee to stand, upheld by my righteous omnipotent hand. When through the deep waters I call thee to go, what the heck? I'm gonna do that one again. When through the deep waters I call thee to go, the rivers of sorrow shall not overflow, for I will be near thee, thy troubles to bless, and sanctify to thee thy deepest distress. Lung workout. This is where it gets a little jazzy, but you're not going to know that because the organ ain't playing. All right. The soul that on Jesus hath leaned for repose, I will not desert to his foes. That soul all hell should endeavor to shake, I'll never, no, never, no, never, no, never forsake. That's pretty good. So that one's this Sunday. And then Sunday after that is the hard one, the majesty and glory of your name. And then after that is the next Sunday. Well, actually, that's Ash Wednesday. Ash Wednesday is creating me a clean heart, O God. First Sunday of Lent, which is the Sunday after that Wednesday, unto thee, O Lord. And then the other ones that we haven't started yet. Whew, getting a headache. There's a lot of singing. And that was the second time that I did all that, so almost an hour. Did my own nails. I think they look nice. It's like this bluish color with like some sparkles. Let me see if I can get the focus on my nail. Move my head out of the way, baby. Nope. Okay, well, you're gonna see a fuzzy nail. So it's just regular nail polish, like from Dollar Tree or Walmart, whatever. It's nothing special. It's not a fake nail. It's just on my nails because I don't do all that other stuff. And personally, I like the fact that if I wanted to, I can take literally all of this off with my nails right now, if I wanted to. which means I can do more designs whenever I want. And being an artsy person, I mean, this is the first time I've done this in a couple months, actually. I just had the urge Wednesday night, and I was like, you know what? Why not? So I did. It's like this bluish color. It's almost lilac. Almost. It might be like on the lilac spectrum of that color area. And then these little pink sparkles. There's bigger ones and there's little ones. And I think that's it. I don't see like a medium size. It's just big and little. So you can kind of see that, even though it's not focusing on my finger, because what if I cover up my head? No, okay, it doesn't matter. But I did a coat of the lilac, and then a coat of the sparkles. And, well, I don't patiently wait for it to dry, so I had to fix it a little bit, a couple times. But then I did another coat of the lilac, and then another coat of the sparkles, and then the last coat is the clear. I did that because I thought it would be a cool effect, but you don't really see it unless you're, like, looking right at my nail. But I still kind of like it because I can see it, so that's who it's for. It's for me, nobody else, so... Oh, how's everybody doing? Doing good? All right. So, mentally tired, physically tired, and this other form of tired that I don't have a word for. I know you know what mentally tired is. So physically tired, of course. Let's say you, like for my weight training class, is 1 to 240, so an hour and 40 minutes of doing shit with your muscles, right? So physically tired after that. Mentally tired, hour and 15 of math. Mentally, like as far as being able to do like school related things or like think about something more than just let's have that for dinner, you know. That's mentally tired. I've heard there's like emotionally tired, which is different, but that's not what this tired is. I don't know, because I've been told, or it might be like depression related, which I guess is emotionally tired, but really I don't have any reason to be emotionally tired. Nobody's like pissing me off really. You know, there's nothing horrible going on in my life. So I don't know what this, like when, on the days when you don't have anything scheduled, right? Or you have like one small thing scheduled, you know, and the rest of your day is free. And you kind of just sit and you're like, well, what the hell do I do? And you think about, well, I could go to the gym. I could go outside. No, it's cold. So let's explain my thought process. I could go to the gym, but I'm tired. Okay. I could go outside and go on a jog or a walk. No, it's cold. Okay. I could go bowling. That's expensive. No. I could doodle. Boring. No. I could do math. Even more boring. What is wrong with you? No. So this is my thought process, right? And then, so I like turn on TV, because I'm sure that's what we all do when we're like, still kind of mentally tired to where I can't really focus on something, especially if it's math. I would want to rush it to get it over with, and I'll also get excited about math. Don't judge me. I like math. I don't like math. Math. Let's just make that clear right now. Mathematics. Math. Okay. Not that anybody would misunderstand that word, but somebody might. I like math. And my brain likes to solve puzzles. Okay, I work at a Publix. I am a grocery clerk, which means I'm stocking and blocking. And I like that job, even when I get tired of blocking, because you're literally just going around the same freaking aisles, just pulling stuff forward to the front, turn the bottles. It's it gets repetitive. But I love stalking. I love that part because it is like a puzzle. You're trying to solve a puzzle. You especially if they stack the float really bad, which I've come to learn, at least in my opinion, I would rather take more time to stack it correctly than take more time to fix it while I'm stalking. You know what I'm saying? So like a perfectly set up float would have the items from this side of the aisle and then all the way down here like that on the float, right? And you would have what you need to reach first on the top, right? So you would go in order, like top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, or top to bottom, however it may be. But it would be easy, you know. It wouldn't be horribly awkward. It wouldn't have cans, like, you know, the cans come in the, what is that called? A little cardboard square thing with the plastic over it, whatever that's called. Cans of like soup or veggies or whatever. Well, for some reason, he likes to do it instead of cardboard flat. He likes to do this because, oh, there's a hole there. I can fill that with cans by putting them in there sideways so that when you move that box because you're stocking it, all of this will fall. Yeah. So when, I'm not naming names, but when he stacks the float, when I'm stocking in the aisle, I literally have to like restack it. And I'm OCD. And if you walked into my apartment right now, you wouldn't know that because it's a little bit messy. But that's because I get tired of doing laundry and whatnot. I think everybody can sympathize with that. Laundry gets tiring. It's like this. It's like the block and then the facing. It's repetitive, you know. It's like, oh my God, I just did 3 loads. I put away 2 of them. I don't feel like putting away the 3rd. And now I have another load of laundry. Where did that come from? I'm one person. Oh shoot, I need to do my sheets. My towels are dirty. How could I not think about my towel? You know, it adds up quickly. Why am I just now wondering why there's a pot out? It doesn't matter. So because I'm organized, at least in here, well, actually not in here. Okay. Certain things are usually more organized than others. Okay. For example, my backpack organization is perfect. I don't change it unless I need to reach somewhere for some new pins or something. I don't mess with something that works, you know. If it works, leave it be. Leave it over there. Don't touch it. If you need to touch it, don't screw it up, you know. So when I get a float like that, I get frustrated because I'm like, it's dumb to explain this, but I end up taking the time to practically restack it while I'm going. So I'm like stalking and I'm trying to create some space where I can move these things over here so I can reach the ones below them so that I don't have to take the float all the way down the aisle and then carry something all the way back because it was stacked in a dumb way. I'm trying to save myself effort by doing a little bit more effort. If you have this job, it makes sense to you. Hopefully I'm making sense. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, that's what I was going with this whole conversation. Sorry, I need to go water. My brain, it's just water, Patsy. It's okay. It's just water. See? Just water. Dog sitting. And house sitting, I guess. My brain likes that. I mean, it's frustrating when the float is stacked like that, but somehow I also like the fact that I have to fix it because, like I said, it's another puzzle. So I'm a mathematical person, but there comes a time when I know I'm not mentally tired, but I'm just not thinking right. Like, I will look at the math problem and it's so simple that I'm like, huh? Like, it's yesterday in class, he was helping me with this assignment, and he led me to the right answer, with explanation, of course. And he was like, so your 2 36s, you got to add them together. So what would that be? I'm like, I don't know, 102 or something like that. And he's like, something like that, sure. I knew it was wrong. Because the other one I had to add together was 60 and 60, which is 112. Now I'm second guessing that. It's 112, because 50 and 50 and 6 plus 6. Okay. We'll just, I don't care. I know. 120. That's what it was, 120. I did it right. But you see, the simplest things that I could do on a whim. I can do long division in my head if I want to, because I like to sometimes. Don't look at me weird. Some people like math. I'm not trying to brag that I'm good at math. I'm really not. That's not what this conversation, well, one-sided conversation is about. It's about the fact that here I am, somebody who has a math brain. Well, math, science, art, and language. I don't know what kind of brain you would call that. Multifaceted brain. Jack of all trades. But my name's not Jack. So I have this brain that likes to solve puzzles, that does it well most of the time, does it efficiently, and I don't have to worry about it. But then here I am, and these simple things, and I'm like this, staring at the paper, and I can't do it. I don't even trust the calculator when I input it. Like, it's frustrating, and I don't know what kind of tired that is, because I know I am not mentally tired. I don't have enough classes right now to be mentally tired like I have been before, and I've done even more when I was like that. So I don't really know what this is, but maybe it's just I can't focus. I don't know. I really don't know. I get frustrated in that class anyways, and it was after weight training. And I had after weight training, I went home and I had eaten several things and then went to math. But I don't know. I don't know if anybody else struggles with something, not necessarily math related or puzzle related or whatnot, but something like that, where you're something that you should be able to do on the fly. Like, somebody comes up to you with a problem. You're at work, you're a manager, you're a representative, you talk to the clients, whatever it may be. Somebody comes up to you with an issue that you know how to solve because you've done it 100 times, and you just stare blankly like, I need you to repeat that or write it down because I did not absorb what you just said. That's what it is. If that's more of a relatable analogy. This is not about math. This is purely about, I'm not mentally tired, I'm not physically tired, but I don't know why my brain's not working. And I don't think it's emotionally tired either. There's a lot more going on the last 2 semesters versus this one. And I did a lot. I accomplished a lot during those horrible, horrible semesters. So I don't understand why I finally get a break. I only have 3 classes. That's not a lot. I would have had 4, but I withdrew from that class because it wasn't going to benefit me. And it's in my minor where I can choose which classes I want to take from a long list of upper level art classes, And I was just like, well, I can fit a class in next semester or in the other semester after that with my major classes, so I'm not worried about it. Because it really wouldn't change anything. And I wasn't going to be able to pick a different class this semester. And why would I go through the painful, agonizing torturous even. I'm exaggerating, but I did not click with the people in that class. And that's not something that's important to me. It's important to that class, though, because it relies on group conversation, and I felt pretty ostracized with how I view things, which is not a bad thing. It's not. I like opposing views. Makes you think, right? Makes you question stuff, right? That's good. What's not good is when you're the only person like you are the only person that is like you in a classroom full of people that are literally the exact opposite of that. That's not a good environment. It's really not. And it was not a class that was truly going to benefit me. Like, the reading was dumb. I didn't know, this art movement or that, artist who did this thing, or that art development that happened here, or that art show that happened there and influenced this. I didn't know that, no. But did I get the gist of the influence of art and artists, and how some struggle and some don't, and how some choose to be more politically active or choose to do weird things and some don't? The weird does not mean politically active. I mean, and this is a real example, locking yourself in a cage with a coyote for however many days with a stick to keep the coyote away from you, and some food that basically ran out for the coyote in public. That was an art piece. And the article mentioned that, and was mentioning this is what it was, this is what he was doing, this is what he meant, this is just so radical, and I'm like, if it was that big a deal, pretty sure a high school art teacher or artist would know that and teach that. And this is something that happened 1960s, 70s, something over there. So it's not like it was 2 years ago. That's my point here. But so I withdrew from that class because, first of all, I get the gist. I do. I already got the gist. I don't need to read this academic language that honestly makes your brain hurt. I'm not even kidding. And I just read through it. I don't look up what the words mean. I try to understand it based on the rest of the text, which is what you're supposed to do when you read something. That's how you officially read, at least. If you're stopping to look up word after word after word, and then you're trying to reread this sentence and trying to place that different definition into that, you're doing so much extra work when you could just keep reading, and then you're like, oh, so that's what that meant. Gotcha. Why make things harder on yourself? Because you think it looks good that you're writing down definitions of words that you really don't have to write down, that you're writing notes in a class that you really don't need to write notes for. Okay. Good for you, pal. I'm out. And he was also kind of a dick, but I'm in college to become an elementary art teacher, which is, I've not met anybody else doing that at that college. It's a small college, but still. They took away the art education program because the people who were doing it were not on campus or even close, they were in Atlanta or even in a different state. So they couldn't do the art classes because clearly you can't do that over Zoom. Nobody's going to go out and buy oil paints and canvases and clay and a throwing wheel. You can't do that. So they just did away with it because there wasn't enough people on, in site, on site, whatever it may be. Which I'm not angry about. I'm just explaining why I have to take this route of elementary education as my major and art as my minor. But the fact that I haven't met anybody else doing that Well, it's caused some unnecessary issues for me with registration and explaining to the education side of things that, hey, these classes are also important. I'm not going to do this or this if this is compromised because of that. Because in my mind, even though this is a major and this is a minor, they're both equally part of my future career. I'm going to be an elementary art teacher. I need to know how to teach, and I need to know how to do art. So to me, it's half and half, and they almost like intertwine, because when you learn art, you will also learn how to teach it, if the teacher's good. And he was not. This is my point that I'm getting to in a very roundabout way. He is somebody that I wouldn't want to be as a teacher. And for all the other reasons I listed before that, I just came to the decision that I would withdraw from the class. Because why put myself through extra trouble just to get an A in a class that I don't even like, that doesn't even matter to me? You know, like I can pick a different course next semester, so let's do that. I want to take a class that is going to expand my knowledge, expand my skills, and show me how to be a good teacher to, little art kids. I don't know. It's just frustrating. I'm not irritated by it anymore. I'm just trying to, if anybody benefits from this 40-minute conversation of nothingness, trying to maybe give advice. Like, do what's best for you, man. Look out for number one. I'm not saying you should sleep your way to boss or whatever. I'm not saying you should kick all your friends out the door because they're rivals in the same field. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? What I'm getting at is, if there's an issue with a person or trying to think of a universal term instead of class, like a topic or an assignment or something, and you can get out of it without that being negative on you, do it. If you have, let's say, a coworker, okay? Let's say you're a sales representative. You have to meet with the clients. Let's say your coworker is really fucking annoying and not doing his half of the work. Well, you either take the brunt of the work and say, fuck him or her. I'm trying to think of a good example. I'm sorry. I guess you could ask your boss if you could work with somebody else, or you could flat out say to this person, like, hey, you're not talking in a way that we should talk to our clients. This is a professional area, and if you're not going to be professional, I'm going to have to ask you not to come along anymore. Not that I have anything against you, but just this situation we need to be professional in. Like, if there's something like that where it's not going to negatively impact you, who gives a shit? Who? No one. So do it. If you can change something for the better for you, and you can get yourself more on the way of where you want to be, by all means, go around that freaking rose bush, because it might look pretty, but it's full of thorns and you don't want to walk through it. That's a good metaphor. I'm proud of that one. I'm dumb. All that to say, I'm trying to give advice, hopefully, that somebody could use if anybody ever watches any of this stuff. What's something else I can talk about? Oh, drink plenty of water. Don't be dehydrated, please. And soda, caffeine is a diuretic. Well, I'd say coffee is a diuretic, which dehydrates you. I don't know if caffeine in general is, so don't quote me on that, but it might be. So soda's even though they might have water in it, and coffees, even though they might have water in it, and energy drinks, even though they might have water in it, are dehydrating because of maybe caffeine or other things in there. So just be mindful. I have a hard time reminding myself, like, hey, you didn't eat anything for breakfast. You're probably hungry. You should eat some meat to get some protein so you don't feel lightheaded. Like, I'm sure there's people who can relate to that, and other people who were like, I need to eat less, dude. Like, and if that's the case, go do something. If you're truly trying, because losing weight, and you can look this up or whatever. Now, if you have like a genetic disorder or predisposed for something or cellulite or whatever it may be, that is basically a brick wall that you can't bust through on your own, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just plain overweight people or anybody or any whatever. Just plain you want to lose weight and you can, okay? Because all that other stuff, mostly doctors are the only people who can help you with that. But if you don't have any of a brick wall in front of you and you want to lose weight, eat less. Exercise builds muscle, yes, or it tones muscle, or, stretches it, whatever. You're using the muscle, you're putting pressure on the bone, so your muscle and your bones are stronger. That's good. You need that because you don't want to be a crippled old vegetable when you're old. It's not going to make you lose weight. So, and I'm not saying diet, just like if you're getting cravings, and if it's something that's almost an addiction, something that you do that satisfies this inner voice saying, do it, do it, do it, almost like vaping for half the population, half the nation, I'll say that. That's more accurate. Then pick something you enjoy, something you love, and when you feel like that, do that instead. Go to the store and buy meats. You can go to Publix when they have fruit on sale or when they have salad kits on sale. You could get those like dinners for one. I sometimes get those. They're okay. They're not bad. It's all right. Because, cooking for one is so annoying. So I'm like, oh, a scoop of broccoli. What do I do now? Put it in a pot and boil it? I don't think so. It's literally a cup of broccoli. It's annoying. And I don't like leftovers because it's always good fresh. Everything is good fresh. Always. But if you're truly struggling with overeating and you want to lose weight, or you're just struggling with getting it off, or whatever it may be, or you just need some motivation, find something you enjoy. And when you feel like that, leave your home. Get away from food. Leave your home and go do that thing. It might be exercise because you like to exercise. It might be jogging because you like jogging. It might be painting because you like painting. It might be, trying to think of another good example. I'm not full of examples today. You get what I'm trying to say though, right? Like, find something that you can do outside of your home. Get it in your mind that when you feel like that, you can leave. You don't have to be tempted by staying in your home. But yeah, to lose weight, you have to eat less. I could attach a Kurzgesagt video onto, if anybody has a question about that or thinks that I'm just insanely wrong, which you can think what you want, I don't care. I'm trying to help, but usually people don't want my advice. Kurzgesagt is a YouTube channel, and they basically break down complicated, mostly scientific concepts that you could show to an elementary kid and they would probably get it. Like, it might not sit in very long, but they would be like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, huh, cool. You know, like I'm not saying that even a 5-year-old, you know, that's not what I'm saying. Well, we'll go with middle school. And in one of the videos, it talked about that, the exact thing that I just said, and explained the science behind that and how your body burns the same amount of calories, practically, is only off by like a couple, whether you exercise or whether you sit in your desk all day. I'm not kidding. You can look up the YouTube channel and type in Kurzgesagt. I know you don't. Okay, how to spell that? Kurzgesagt. That is Kurzgesagt. Kurzgesagt. I think I spelled it right. And type in like workout science or something like that, or losing fat or something to get the video. But for some evolutionary reason, basically, in your biology, it's biological, meaning it's out of your control, okay? Your body will burn mostly the same amount of calories whether you exercise or don't, because your body burns calories when you are alive, and it gets used to what you do. Now, you might burn more if you're just suddenly starting to exercise when you haven't done that like ever and you're going really hard every single day. It might look like you're burning more for a couple days, but then your body gets used to it and it goes back down to that normal level of you were just sitting on the couch all day or sitting at your office desk or something, you know, or, you know what I'm trying to say. So it's not about exercise. I mean, it's good. Exercise is good for your body. It is healthy. At the very least, go on walks, jog a little bit, and you'll be pretty much okay. But you have to be consistent. Your muscles and your bones need to be used so that they stay healthy and strong. If you don't use, and I'm not talking about muscle atrophy, that's when you literally just don't, like, say your arm's limp and you just don't use it for 5 years, then it would become shriveled, basically. Look up muscle atrophy. That's what that is. atrophy. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that if you don't take care of your muscles and bones, if you don't move, if you don't walk, if you don't jog occasionally, or swim occasionally or something, but walking every day will be good. If you don't do that, well, and you never do it, or you never get that routine, when you're old, you're not going to be able to do a lot of things. You're not. Your muscles will be weaker. Your bones will be weaker. You'll be more prone to breaking your bones. That's why a lot of older people struggle with, like, breaking their hips, or the whole hip socket being dumb, basically, or they need knee replacement. I'm sure y'all have heard a lot of stories about hips and knees with older people. That's why. Walk. Literally. I mean, it's not a lot. It's really not. If you're walking, it's not a lot for your muscles and bones, but it's enough to where if you do it every day consistently, you will be okay. And don't take my word for you will be okay. I mean, without any other outside factors, which there will be outside factors, but we're just talking about this one scenario right here, okay? But look the video up, look the channel up. It's a really cool channel. I love it. I love them. Yeah, I don't have anything else. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. Treat your body right. Treat your mind right. Do what's good for you. Get rid of the bad. And be happy. I know that sounds dumb, especially with somebody who's like half the time not happy. We all struggle with that. Remind yourself that you're alive. You get to have whatever, make a list of things that you love. I get to do this, 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 and this. For me, it would be I get to eat, these healthy foods. I have access to that. I can buy them. I get to enjoy some downtime. I get to lie on the couch and be a vegetable for a little bit. I get to go to college, even though it's stressful. I get to do art. I get to do these things. I get to look at nature. I get to walk outside. I get to enjoy life, right? I have the opportunity. I get to walk outside. Doesn't really make sense. I'm trying to, like I have to versus I get to. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Like, I have to go outside to get to my car. No, I get to go outside and look at the trees and look at the flowers and pet the passing dog, say hello to the neighbor, drive my car for not a joyride, but just like maybe a little bit slower one day and enjoy the scenery. I get to do that. I don't have to. I get to. And it's enjoyable. So focus on the good. Get rid of the bad. What works, don't break it. What ain't broke, don't fix it. What isn't broke, don't fix. Holy, I'm tired. And, just do your best. That's all you can do. That's all you should do, is your best, your personal best. Don't think that the world expects the world of you. Do what you want to do, help people however your way for doing that is. Maybe get involved in your community. I don't know, whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, unless it's killing people, and don't do that. Took a turn, but I'm not trying to advocate for bad thoughts or bad intentions or murderous intentions or something like that. I'm trying to say if it's good, like morally good or whatever, I'm over-explaining again. Okay. Randomly sing. Go dance in the middle of the road. Who cares? Well, maybe not in the middle of the road. On the sidewalk. And don't video it. You don't have to video yourself dancing. Just dance to dance. Enjoy your life. It's hard sometimes. You get stuck in a loop of, oh, woe is me. Everybody does. Everybody. No matter what you've been through, I'm sure everybody can attest to that. But the best people that I know have put up with the worst. And that's because it made them realize what they get to have. Like what they get to do. Not what they have to deal with, what they get to do. It made them realize, life is better when you focus on the good. That's in the past, so why would I focus on it if it's only hurting me? Or that person is in my way and it won't hurt them or me if I remove them from the equation. And that does not mean taking them out. It means, just saying bye-bye. But yeah, that's my advice to you. Hopefully I helped somebody. I don't think anybody's going to watch this all the way through, but whatever. Peace out.